Hello, you're watching VNA News Bulletin. I'm Bang Ngọc from Hanoi, and now the headlines as usual.
French naval ship berthed in Vietnam for friendship visit. Ancient Hue City spotlighted in colorful roadshow. Vietnam's economic growth to hit 6.9% in 2017.
The French Navy's amphibious assault ship Tonnerre, with about 200 cadets on board, arrived at Cam Ranh International Port in coastal center of Khánh Hòa Province on May 2nd for a 5-day visit.
It is the third foreign military ship to anchor at Cam Ranh Port since the port was opened in March. The visit aims to increase cooperation between the armed forces and navies of the two countries. The 21,500-ton vessel, one of the French Navy's biggest, is 200 meters in length, 32 meters in width, and about 48 meters in height. Vietnam and France have seen their bilateral relations, particularly in defense, growing stronger over the recent years. This is the second time Tonnerre berthed at a Vietnamese port. It first visited Ho Chi Minh City in 2013 on the celebration of the 40th anniversary of Vietnam-France diplomatic ties. During the ship's visit to Vietnam, its commanders will meet with the provincial authority, the Khánh Hòa Military Command, the 4th Naval Zone Command, and the Vietnam Naval Academy. Crew members of Tonnerre and officials of the 4th Naval Zone will conduct a joint military exercise, which includes search and rescue operations.
Street performances by foreign artists make strong impressions on locals and visitors at the ongoing Hue Festival. Join us to have more details. The Street Festival, themed heritage and cultural color, is a special mix between music and dances performed by art troupes from East Asian and Latin American countries.
It's great. It's a great community thing, and I'm having fun. It's great to see while I'm here. I'm lucky that I timed it very well. Yes. I travelled from Da Nang just to see the festival.
It is a combination of Vietnamese and international talents, and the fervent response of spectators that has made the roadshow a spotlight of the festival.
It's such a bustling roadshow. People coming here can learn a lot about the cultural characteristics of many countries and of Hue in particular. So we are very eager to take part in the show.
As many as 36 art troupes, including 23 troupes from 17 countries worldwide, are taking part in the Hue Festival 2016. Many art performances will take place every night at different stages during the week-long event until May 3rd. Vietnam's economic growth is expected to edge up further to 6.8% and 6.9% in 2016 and 2017, thanks to the continued strong performance of domestic private demand. The forecast was made in an Economic and Social Survey for Asia and Pacific 2016. The survey, freshly released by the UN Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, said the recovery in Vietnam's domestic demand gained momentum. Favorite consumer sentiments were underpinned by low inflation, which dropped to 0.6% in 2015 from 4.1% in 2014, and more than 11% on average in the preceding 3 years. Total investment grew by 9% in 2015 amid robust FDI inflows and rising government expenditures, marking completion of the country's 5-year planning cycle. Exports of foreign-invested, higher-value sectors such as mobile phones and electronics continue to expand rapidly, while commodity exports were more subdued. In addition to diversification into higher-value products, a competitive exchange rate helped to boost exports in the manufacturing sector. The Trans-Pacific Partnership Trade Agreement is expected to attract more foreign investment to build up export capacity, although more stringent environmental and labor requirements may raise production costs in the short run. According to the survey, despite strong growth performance in recent years, macroeconomic policy management remains a challenge. On the monetary front, reported non-performing loans have declined to about 3% of total loans. The resolution of these bad debts, however, has been slow in the absence of an adequate legal framework. On the fiscal front, counter-cyclical fiscal policy during the past few years has weakened the country's fiscal position. The budget deficit reached 6.6% of GDP in 2015, while public debt edged up to 61% of GDP. A declining oil revenue and a further cut in corporate income tax rates strained revenue collection. The Prime Minister has approved a project to support green growth and climate change programs using loans from the World Bank. More details in the following report.
The project's objective is to build and implement policies and strategies and improve institutions and financial capacity to serve the implementation of the national strategies on climate change and green growth, as well as the Party Central Committee's resolution on proactively responding to climate change and intensifying natural resources management and environmental protection. Specifically, policy framework for the 2016-2020 period will be built and implemented, while policy dialogues between government organs, non-governmental organizations, development partners, and research institutes will be organized. Several measures to reduce greenhouse emissions will be piloted in selected localities. The project will be carried out over 5 years with a $19 million loan from the World Bank's International Development Association.
Together with the economic development over the past decade, Vietnam's real estate market has seen a great stride, especially in the housing sector. From simple buildings with a few basic home comforts, now a new trend is emerging in which customers have a wide range of options, creating a new lifestyle in big cities in Vietnam.
According to the World Bank, Vietnam has the highest rate of urbanization in the Southeast Asian region. The urbanization process in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, together with huge demands for housing, is an impulse for the real estate development boom in the country's two biggest cities. During the first quarter of 2016, as many as 10,000 apartments were available for sale in Hanoi, up 13% over the fourth quarter of last year. In Ho Chi Minh City, due to the limited land area, apartments have become an important source of housing supplies.
Unlike in the past, people now pay much attention to the quality of apartments, such as their surrounding environment, design, and local infrastructure systems. I am looking for an apartment near the city center for greater convenience of my job. Other factors such as tree coverage and distance from the apartment to supermarkets or shopping centers are also important.
The property market is now witnessing a new trend of demand for houses and apartments with green architecture, energy saving, and environmentally friendly surroundings.
Green architecture gives us a comfortable and healthy feeling when all the home conveniences are made with an eco-friendly design and materials.
Previously, it is thought that the location is the most important factor for customers while choosing an apartment. But now several apartments projects with green and intelligent designs are located in the edge of the city, which is not so convenient for traveling, yet attracting much attention from customers.
To satisfy this emerging trend, property companies have developed modern apartment buildings with advantages including greeneries, playgrounds, swimming pools and supermarkets, or even integrated with schools or clinics. In some new apartment projects, The building density accounts for just under 20%. The remaining is for greeneries and the convenient facilities. This is a new trend of apartment complex or township, catering the housing demand for a large quantity of citizens, with complete and synchronous infrastructure, thus improving living standards in the country's urban centers. To develop real estate markets with new living conditions, the Vietnam Urban Planning and Development Association, such as the state agencies and property companies, utilize new modern construction technologies, saving energy, creating a new look for big urban centers in Vietnam.
The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism will join hands with relevant agencies of the Republic of Korea to compile a dossier seeking UNESCO recognition of traditional lacquer craft as the world's intangible cultural heritage. More in the following report.
As a traditional fine art which dates back many centuries in Asia, Sơn Mài or lacquer has long been used to decorate household items such as screens and dishes, as well as jewelry boxes. With the development of fine arts, lacquer has become a specialized material for painting and made the names of many painters who have pursued this art form. Lacquerware is created in various ways in different countries, containing its own hallmark and typical cultural values. In Vietnam, painters normally use sap extracted from certain trees in Phu Thọ province, together with eggshell, gold and silver to create lacquer materials. What makes the sound of lacquer paintings and the talents of a lacquer painter is the way the artist watches his artwork.
Lacquer paintings are made with the same base in different countries. But Vietnam's lacquer is different from those in Japan, the Republic of Korea, or China, due to the flexibility in creating many layers of the work.
In the Republic of Korea, lacquer paintings are done with orchid style, which is the art of mixing sap from the ornamental tree with other materials, such as mother of pearl.
Orchid is now receiving much attention from the Korean government. The government zones off areas for art namu tree growing and provides support for local residents living in these areas to develop the plantation.
Exchanges on lacquer painting art have been held regularly in Vietnam, Japan, and the Republic of Korea. Worthy of note was an exhibition showcasing lacquer artworks from Vietnam and the Republic of Korea in Hanoi in late 2015, where painters got a chance to watch how lacquer paintings are done differently in different countries.
We have to admit that Korean painters are very skillful in making their pearl inlay. However, the paintings are more like decorative artworks rather than a drawing, and there are not so many layers on the work.
If the government approves, this will be the second time Vietnam joining the compilation of a multinational dossier. Previously, Vietnam coordinated with Cambodia, the Republic of Korea, and the Philippines to build a dossier for the talking rituals and games, a tug-of-war ritual practiced as a prayer for bumper harvest, which were added to UNESCO's representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2015.
And that has wrapped up our news bulletin. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye for now.